Okay.
Yep. We're gonna be doing that part 2 of building the Tamiya Ford Mustang GT4, and yeah, we're gonna put these things
in the A-arms.
Yeah, the A-arms.
Before we get going on that, I want to tell people something because I didn't know this when we bought this car. I didn't like the fact that it had the plastic dog bones here, and I also upgraded to the oil-filled differentials. And unbeknownst to me, the oil-filled differentials have the smaller output shaft cups here. There's a big one and a small one, and I don't have the stock ones handy to show you, but they're a lot bigger than this. But anyway, so I ordered these off of eBay, and when we got to checking, these don't fit in the cups at all. They're really big. So I end up buying this Racing Essentials kit, which comes with the lower arms, the spindles, and these output shafts. And the reason I bought this whole set was because the price of these, and this also comes with the steering set. Where did we set the steering set? Oh, it's right here. It also comes with a steering set, and by the time you buy this and buy these universals, you might as well just buy this whole kit, because it comes out to being a pretty decent deal when you buy the whole set. So I don't really like aluminum arms, but this car has a body that protects them, so it should be okay.
Oh yeah, that can fit in there.
So anyway, now let's carry on. But don't buy these unless you have the stock differentials in your car, because these only fit the stock setup. Racing does make an oil-filled differential. These are the Tamiya ones. But Racing makes two different ones. They've got one with the bigger cups and one with the smaller cups. So if you do buy these, you could always get the Racing differential with the big cups and go that way. So anyway, today we're doing the upper A-arms and the shock towers, front and rear, and then we'll continue on from there. So first things first, we got to put these
little things in.
Yeah, these little balls. They go in those. You want me to hold that for you?
Yeah.
I'll get it set up and you get the pliers.
I got the pliers, I think.
Okay. Let's spin this.
I would rather you guys get these before you actually start building with that, because it's going to be really hard for you to push it in and all that, and keep it straight.
Well, Daddy can push them in pretty easy. Oops, keep it straight up and down. There you go. Okay. Now for the second one. And I've looked, it doesn't look like it really matters which side these go in. Sometimes you have these things that have a bigger opening on one side, and I can't really see a difference, but they go in pretty easy from this side. So
that one was pretty easy.
There we go. Okay. Now one thing we've got here, we've got the Tamiya 3.5mm shock tower, or 3mm. What is it? Yeah, this is the 3.5. And when I bought these, I wasn't sure what I was doing. I bought that because it said front. I didn't even notice it said front or rear. But the rear kit, this one is the 3.5mm one is part number 54947. And it looks like that's the one they're going with now on Tamiya, because this one's actually, I believe, going to be discontinued, or it already is. It's the 54640. And this is only fits the rear. This fits front or rear. I should have just bought two of these, but I bought this one. But we'll go with it. It'll be fine.
Are we gonna put these in?
What's that?
A tire.
No.
No.
Okay. So let's get on with this. This piece goes on first. You see it right there? You see which way it goes?
No. Oh yeah.
Okay, and it goes on these two right here, this piece.
That piece.
Other way around. There you go. just like that. Okay, and then it gets 2 of these screws.
I knew it's gonna put screws in. That in.
And that will be maybe the bigger one. I don't know. This is awful big. Yeah, try that one. Okay, so that's in
Where
there.
does this go, actually?
Those go up in those holes right here.
Oh.
But we've got to put grease on there.
Oh.
And we've got our Tamiya grease right here. Okay. So, and if you look, this lug goes to the front, like so. Okay. So we're going to put a little grease on here.
Wait, is this just where it only goes?
Okay. You want to put a little grease on that pin right there?
Right here?
Yep. On the sides of it. Not the end of it, the sides of it. I probably put just a little bit too much on there, but just a little bit, just a little drop. That's good. That's plenty. That's more than enough. That's more than enough here.
I know, I just smeared it around.
You can use your fingers. We got paper towels. It's not going to hurt you. Okay. Okay, slide that in here.
That was
And then
easy.
we want to put a little grease. Let's see, that goes on there. Oh, wait a minute. This shock stay, it says to go around the outside edge with super glue.
Oh, don't get it on your finger.
Don't get it on your fingers, yeah. And this is just to seal the carbon fiber so it doesn't split. Did you know Daddy worked in a shop that made carbon fiber?
No.
Yeah, we made aerospace parts for the Predator drone. We made the gimbal up front that holds the camera, and the radar system. I made bunches of them. Bunches of them. They must have thousands and thousands of Predator drones flying around because we made thousands and thousands of those parts.
Didn't I go to your work one time?
Yeah, I took you there when you was a baby.
I'm trying to remember it still. Like you showed me that big machine that had glass around it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you was about 3 years old.
I still remember it somehow.
Well, that's cool.
And I'm 8 years old right now.
Almost 9.
Almost 9.
Yeah,
I'm
this
supposed to be 9 because my mom went to Las Vegas. I have to stay here for 2 weeks.
You have to stay here for 2 weeks?
Like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. You're having fun here though, right?
Yeah. Got the Xbox and everything.
Alright. Let's get this cleaned up a little bit. Hopefully the paper towel doesn't stick anywhere and leave paper trail everywhere. Okay. That dried up pretty fast. Looks like crap. Give me a piece of sandpaper. Isn't there a piece of sandpaper laying over there? Yeah, yeah, that.
I just looked at it and I was like, is this it?
So now on this is all cleaned up. We got to super glue these in these holes. So we'll just put a little drop of glue around there. press that in place. I don't know that these really need to be glued in here because they can't come out because the arms are there holding them in place. Okay. So now those are in, and this just slides on like so. Nice. Okay.
No mess ups.
Alright.
Wait, how does those like little screws fit in those little tiny holes?
They're smaller than the hole. Okay. Alright. So there's that all done. There's your front arms, upper arms. Now, get everything on there. Now we need to do the exact same thing here on the back. We already did the differential. We kind of did both differentials at the same time. So now we're ready to do the rear one. Yeah, it takes the same piece. It takes this piece right here. Part A2. Is that what it says? A2. Let's see, it says that's tree A, part 2. Remember how to put all that together?
I think.
Okay.
Right?
Look at the picture. And then we got the rear arms. It's right here.
Oh. Oh yeah.
And you're looking at it just like that.
Like that? No? That?
I can't see it. Yeah, like that, but the other way. Spin it around. All you gotta do is look. See the part?
Yeah.
See that little rib in between the holes there?
Mm-hmm.
You see it right there?
No, right there. Oh my god. There you go.
Alright. Now we gotta grease up these two lugs. And then we will open this kit. And I'm assuming this is exactly the same, but just a different shaped part. Yeah.
There we go. One, then.
You go in there and make sure you look at the picture. See which way the arms face.
Hold on.
See there?
Yeah, we're good. I think.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, we've got to put the screws in it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So it doesn't fall out. Got so much grease on me.
Okay.
Like that, like that.
Okay.
We'll just cut that part out.
Or not. Time lapse.
Time lapse.
Okay.
Now we put it on.
Go ahead and put grease on both sides of them. Some on that side too. And I'll do this one. Okay.
There you go.
Wipe your finger off. Okay. Alright, the same thing on this one.
Worst part about building the car is gluing your finger together.
Yeah, I'm actually going to do it intentionally. It's sticking all over the place. Just a little bit there. I don't mind crazy glue on me. It wears off eventually. Okay, now. I wish I had the hairdryer plugged up.
There's this one time I was outside and Mom told me to pick up something and I didn't know it had glue on it, and I picked it up and it was stuck to my finger. I was like, what's going on? Audrey came in and said, oh, guess you got glue on you because I got glue on me.
We also have to glue these on again. So a little crazy glue on there.
Did you already use the sandpaper or do you not need?
I don't need to because I put it on a little bit better this time.
Oh.
The last time I kind of smeared around, this time I just squeezed it out and ran a straight bead around it and it seemed to work out a lot better. Okay. I've got crazy glue everywhere. Okay.
What I used to do is like probably put hot or cold water on. Yeah.
It don't help.
Well, I would pick it too, so like, then it would come off easier.
Okay, let's wipe this off. Use a paper towel. Now that it's on there good. But yeah, carbon fiber, it's almost impossible to break it this way or this way. This way is a lot easier to break because the laminates go this way. So it'll snap this way, but to actually get it to break this way, it just, you're gonna have a really rough time of it. But once it does start to break this way, what it's gonna do, it's gonna delaminate the different layers. This is like a whole bunch of sheets of fiber glued together, but it'll split like that. And that's what the crazy glue does. Once they cut it out, it's not strong there anymore, so you put the crazy glue on there and it's supposed to strengthen it back up. Okay. Now, we get these two screws.
Smash the like if you're enjoying it so far.
What's that?
Smash the like if you're enjoying it so far.
Oh, yeah. We're fumbling through this.
Because all the bloopers we had. Only one blooper though that we shown. Oh, they're magnetized.
Well, they are, aren't they?
I forgot. Last video was funny.
The tool video where we magnetized everything.
Now you can't get it undemagnetized. It's just like when you didn't even have it on tight, it would just pull back and the screw would come out.
Okay. Make sure they still spin, they don't have crazy glue on them. Okay. Alright. So that is step 10. Uh-oh, look what we're ready for.
What?
We're ready for the fun bit.
Oh, the engine.
The motor.
The motor.
An engine is in a car.
Or, yeah, same thing.
Gas engines are called engines. Electric motors are called motors. You hear people getting it confused all the time.
It's pretty much the same thing when you think about it, but it's
not really.
Well, if it runs it, it's pretty much an engine for the car, but it's...
I guess you could say that. I think it was my auto shop teacher that had a real beef with that. People calling engines motors. Okay, we'll come back for the motor. We're going to set up the... I've switched hobby rooms. We've basically moved everything from one room to this room. And it's been an ongoing process, so I still have to get my soldering station set up in here. So we'll get that, and then we'll get to working on the motor and get the motor installed in the next segment here. Yeah. Be right back.
Yep.
All right.
Now we're doing the engine.
We're going to put the motor in. The motor.
Or the, yeah, motor.
And we've got the Hobby Wing Z-Run. This is a 13.5T. Yeah, 13.5T motor. I was going to get a faster one, but this is Braden's car. He's only going to be 9 years old in a few days, so I didn't want to get too crazy with it. Eventually, we'll probably upgrade to like a 9.5T or something.
That's the ESC, and this is the motor.
The motor and ESC. Yeah. Okay. Now I went and got the soldering station set up, but we're not even going to use that right now. We're just going to install the motor. We'll solder everything together once we get everything installed. Okay. So here's the motor, centered. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a beast.
And we're almost done, actually.
You know, we got a lot of that's body stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do we have in here? The sensor wires.
We could just drive it without no body.
Well, we'll probably do a test run without the body.
Oh, yeah. See if it's alright. See if the wheels are angled correctly, because like sometimes they're crooked and you don't even know it, and you're driving it, it's like that.
I was curious if that even lines up there. Okay. Now, I need this manual for the TT.
Oh, two.
The TT-02R, because we have the high-speed gear set in here. It came with this, I believe that's a 64 tooth. Of course, it's on the back side. Can't see it. We mentioned that in the first video. But we also have a 27 tooth pinion in here.
Is the ESC going to come up after the motor, or?
Yeah. Okay. We have to go down to the motor on this. When using different pinion gears, go to page 19. .64 tooth spur gear, 27 tooth. So we need to line them up with F. You see the F holes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we're going to watch where our wires are going, because we're going to be going in the 23 tooth holes. I wonder if we can get it with that one. How does this motor sit in there? Look and see if there's any clearance issues. Doesn't look like it.
Oh, that's probably why it's so good.
Okay, there's the flat. Okay. Now we're done with that manual. There we go. That's better. Okay, now I'm just going to move the pinion out and line it up with the gear. Looks about perfect. Tighten it up real good. Okay, now I need those screws.
There you go.
Oops. And see, they supply these screws because
I accidentally struck it.
Because the plastic screws have a different thread on them. And since we're screwing this into metal, and speaking of which, I'm going to put a little Loctite on here.
Found it. I knew I saw it. thought it was just a piece of cardboard, but nope.
Oops.
Can I get back in my chair real quick? Oh, you're doing what?
Put a lot on there, so we'll put a little bit of that on here. There we go.
What happens if you get it on you?
Nothing.
No.
That looks pretty good. Now we'll put some grease. I'll set that back over there. We don't need those now. Got all these manuals. Same thing on here. You want to put the grease on the gear?
Yep.
I'll spin it. Just put some grease on there.
And this one?
Yeah. We probably put a little too much in there, but it's okay.
Yeah, it'll run perfectly fine. It'll run really fast because it's a motor.
We'll take the rest of it and smear it around this where the case goes. It's sealed up a little better. Okay. All right. Now we got that all sorted out. Blah, blah, blah. Now it's time for the cover. This goes on here.
Yeah.
Where'd the box go?
Right there. It's so hard to see because there's too many black boxes.
Boxes for everything, don't we?
I don't know, I think the motor's crooked. Oh no, it ain't.
It's turned because we had to find the right holes for the pinion.
Oh.
This pinion and spur gear is hop-up parts. This is different than stock, and this is different than stock. So it requires the motor to be mounted in specific holes to get the gear mesh, to get the motor sitting in the right spot. Because when you change these holes on here, the motor moves this way. Mm-hmm. It changes where its position is. Mm-hmm. Some cars, they just have a slot where these screws go in,
yeah,
and you just loosen the motor and slide it. But this one actually uses holes to position it. They're trying to make it idiot proof, I guess. I'd much prefer to just adjust it myself. Okay, I don't need this right now. And ready for this guy. And we'll put a little grease on here too, just to make sure no dust gets in there. Because with the grease in there, and dust getting in there, it's just going to get all over everything. Now this is where we need these screws. We're using, yeah, the 3x10s. Looks like we got 3 of them there. Okay. So there's that on. Now we can put the, oh goodness, I just got those parts. Just got there. So we've got these aluminum battery posts from Racing. Part number TT-02-021BU. guess I should cut the bag open. That was... Pause the video. Okay. Now we've got the aluminum battery posts. Oh, looky. More Allen wrenches. Or Allen screws, I guess. Oops, that's not the right one. I'll put these in. These are easy. Okay. Now those go. You see where they go?
Yeah.
One goes there, and one goes in that hole there. Mm-hmm. So that's this hole here and this hole here. Mm-hmm. So, and that side goes down.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So put it in. Now put it in there. It only goes a certain way. The post kind of comes up and goes back this way.
Okay. There we go. Right?
Yep. And then this one goes right there like so. Let's just make sure.
What about this?
That goes in the bottom.
Yeah.
And then this will go like that. See, that's what holds your battery down. Okay. So those go in here and here.
There, hold on.
Right there.
There?
Yep. All right. We're going to wrap this up because the video is getting a little bit long. We're ready for step 13, which we're going to be installing the lower arms. And looks like the front and rear. And we'll finish that up in the next video and try to get this car wrapped up.
We're almost done.
Almost done.
Yeah, like a few more pages.
It's taking a little while because Braden's still learning everything, and I'm still learning everything on these Tamiya cars, so we'll be better on the next one, won't we?
Yeah. And it's pretty much learning for all of us here, because if you wanted to watch us build the car, you're pretty much learning all the instructions and all that, so.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to follow the instructions on this car because we've got the regular car instructions, and then we have the instructions for the hop-up parts, and it just gets to be a pain in the butt to try to follow everything, so. But we'll get her figured out. All right, that's it for this one. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.